Hello and welcome to our Monday. The bean babies have got too big for the house. It's time for them to leave home. I think that courgette might need to go out as well for that matter. The other courgettes are still small yet so they can stay in. I think IB wants some of these as well. Maybe I'll save the smaller ones in pots for IBs. Right, this is where they're going to go, but at the moment, as you can see, it is full of weeds, so I need to pull some of those up, and I might as well do some of these while I'm at it. God, and I've grown quick now as the weather's warmed up. Oh, there's a football. I'm gonna actually wear some gloves for gardening today. Kids ones, I think. Those labels are a bit annoying. I might have to cut those off. Right, oh. Opening up the compost bin. I'm just going to basically pull them all up and chuck them in the compost bin and go across the whole line like that. Last year I had a cunning plan to not use slug pellets. Didn't work, failed. Look at this. I had the baby seedlings in because I did them straight from beans last year. I put them straight in the ground, which was a mistake, didn't work. I was so worried about the slugs getting them. I didn't want to use slug pellets. So I had these old wooden curtain rings and I put copper tape on them and I had the plants growing up through the middle. The slugs, they just ate them. I planted 37 and I think I had 6 survive the slug attack. So anyway, they can go in the bin this year. I'm not sure if the copper was good for the plants anyway. Might have been a bit toxic maybe. I've got all the weeds out more or less. I'm debating whether to try and stir a bit of mulch in out of my compost bin. I really don't know if it's composted all that well in all this time, because I transferred a load of it out of a compost bag into a bin and it kind of got stirred up a bit, so I think it is at varying stages of decomposition, you know, within, you know, just all mixed up. So I don't know, but I think it would work as mulch, wouldn't it? I think, see, I really don't have a lot of earth. It's just a little patch, like it just goes onto concrete, you know, doesn't go down. I do have some plant food from Wilco that I can stir in, so I'm going to do that shortly. But yeah, I want to give, oh, there's another one of those things. Right, let's get the copper out, because I reckon that's no good for the soil. I got the kitchen bin out as well, the non-recyclables. This is slightly awkward getting behind the trellis, but I'm managing by inserting the trowel, you know, giving it a bit of a stir. Last year this trellis was quite high enough because I only planted dwarf beans and I didn't realise. But I think my Scarlet Emperor that I've got this year are going to be massive, given by, you know, going on how they've coped already, you know, gone berserk, haven't they? I do have a few more canes knocking around, but failing that I might tie some string onto the top of this and attach it to the top of the washing line pole or something so they've got somewhere to climb. I'll deal with that as it happens. Right, I dread to think. I'm not encouraged by the fact that there's water seeping out of the bottom of this compost bin. Oh, hello. Interesting. Slightly scared that it's all gonna fall out. Mind you, I could just shovel it back in. I don't know. It really doesn't look ready. No, I'm gonna leave it. I can go back on for now. I think what I'll do is I'll chuck the rest of this potting compost on. It does feel a bit extravagant just throwing it on the bed, but really I'm quite short of it. So I'm going to chuck that in, and then I'm going to add this stuff, and it says to add like a teaspoon for, what does it say, for my particular purpose. It says sprinkle approximately a tablespoon in and around the planting hole and mix in thoroughly with the soil prior to planting. Go on, over you go. This trellis arrangement seemed like such a good idea this time last year. I was struggling last year because we were all in lockdown and I don't drive, and there were limited spaces, weren't there, for getting online shops. I really struggled to get compost, but this year I can just go down and get some from the local shops. Right, oh, I think that must be the spoon hole. I can't be too long about this because me and Iz have got to be out in about an hour because she's got bloods today. Smells interesting. I suppose I should consider how many of these I'm actually planting out. Right, I'm just gonna have a quick tot up and then I'll let you know. Okay, I'm gonna do 29 for now, and the rest of those are a bit small for planting out. Well, they could go out, but I'm gonna see if IB wants to put them in his garden just in case he's changed his mind. If he has changed his mind, I'll find somewhere else for them, and if he wants them, he can take them with him. They're supposed to be 25 centimetres apart, but honestly, they're not gonna fit 29 in there if I do that. I'm just going to do my best. I might squash them in a bit and then I will probably regret it, but if you keep watching this channel you'll see if I regret it or not. I'm not really doing measuring because I'm in a little bit of a rush. I think the ones at the back aren't going to get as much. Oops. Lady in Asda's the other day says she crushes up eggshells with a pestle and mortar and adds it to her flower beds. It gives them all sorts of lovely minerals and things. I'm going to stir that in a bit and then just get planting, I think. Oh wow, look at this. It's the first time I've used these biodegradable ones. Look, all the roots have come right through. And they're all intertwined. Hopefully I don't destroy them then. So presumably I just pull these apart gently and plant them straight in the pots. Will they come apart all right? Whoop. First one going in then. Oh, off you go, beanie baby. Go forth and flourish and all that, and you know, do your beanie thing. I might not get time to do all these before we have to leave. I've got to think about feeding myself and Isabel, you know, before we do. Otherwise I can see what'll happen. We'll end up going to Greg's again, which is a bit more expensive, you know, than doing it yourself. Oh, this one's massive. Look how long this one is already. I'll be going straight up the pole, I dare say. I've got some little pipe cleaner ties. Hang on, I'll show you. Yeah, these ones here, see those? Green wire ties for attaching them. Right, I'm going to have to get on and speak to you later because time is running out. I'm going to leave this as a bit of a work in progress, I think. Right, my beans are in. All the bigger ones are in. They are squashed. Just don't take this as an example of how to do gardening, honestly. I haven't put the wires on, but I think they're just twizzling, to be honest, because they were twizzling around each other in the house. It's what they do, isn't it? So I'll come and have a look later, and if they need tying on, I will. This is what I've got left, which is courgettes. There are some tomato plants and smaller beans, and if IB doesn't want them, I'll probably put some in the pots and put some canes in for them to grow up, something like that anyway. I'll decide later. I'm just going to get lunch. Lunch for the pair of us today is very unexciting. I so need to go shopping. So yeah, we're just literally eating tinned food for lunch, but I will go shopping when I can. There, not the most exciting today, but it'll fill a hole. I'm actually going to my boyfriend's house tomorrow. He's going to come back here and pick me up, and we're going to go back to his place together. And I'm not sure how many days I'm going to stay for, but because Isabel's going to be staying with my dad for college week, it doesn't matter. We could stay potentially till Friday if we wanted to. So I don't want to fill my fridge up with perishables. After Izzy's bloods today, she's going to go on to my dad's house straight away from the hospital. So I could just eat packet food and freezer food until I leave tomorrow. So I might even do that actually and just do a big shop when I get back. Slightly dying. We left a little late, didn't we, Isabel? Cut it a bit fine to get the train. But anyway, we're on it now and we're about to leave. We're in the waiting room. They made us put on surgical masks instead of our cloth ones. I made a right faux pas. I accidentally touched some of them in the box, so yeah. We're watching CBeebies and we're the only ones in the waiting room. Oh no! Bloods was an epic fail today. Oh my goodness. Poor old Izzy, she had about 20 minutes of continuous probing and prodding. They couldn't get a drop of blood out of her, and she's got to go back again another time. Oh dear. Anyway, she's run off to get her train. She's off to my dad's now. I decided I really wanted to walk today all the way home, so I am going to. Weather's looking like that, as you can see. Back home. Isabel's already rung and asked me to post a few things that she forgot to put in the post box, but anyway, she got safely to Grandad, so that's good. It's about 5 to 5 already, not a lot of time left in today. I really need to find out when my accounts need to be done by, because I've put that off again today. But I need to get those beans in because they were literally gonna go bursting out through the ceiling if I didn't rehome them into the garden. What else? I need to work on my flute piece because my recording session is coming ever closer. It's the day after tomorrow and I really need to work on that. Look how red cheeked I am. That was quite a long walk home actually. A few miles, you know, quite a few. Yeah, where was I going with that? Right, yeah, I need to have a little sit down for 10 minutes because I've been walking for miles and I'm hot and sweaty. Then I need to work on my flute piece. And then I'll speak to you after I've done that. Hello, it is now actually the next day. I didn't do my accounts, but I did look at how long I had to do them and I had a calendar month, so we're okay. I can just focus on other things for now and do that after the recording is done. Now, another little channel update for you while I think of it. During Isabel's GCSE studying period, she didn't really want to be in the vlogs much because she just wanted to stay in her own bubble, you know, and be in the zone. But it does appear that she'd quite like to stay in that bubble. So she has said she doesn't really want to be in the vlogs in any kind of prominent role, although she might just continue to pop in now and then as she has been doing. But I'm thinking really, you know, when we first started out this channel, she was in it a lot, and if you look back and see our older vlogs, she's in it quite prominently in most of the really early videos. But she's just, you know, she's at an age now, she's getting much more independent, you know, she's not even here for quite a few days a week, she's doing her own thing, and she's just ready to branch out really and not be very prominently in the vlogs. So I might even change the name of the channel and change the artwork at some point when I get around to it. I can't think of anything better than Imo's Vlogs at the moment for a name of the channel because it kind of transitions from Imo and Izzy, but I'm kind of not that happy with it either because it's a bit boring. So if you have any ideas, do let me know. I might consider them. I've been thinking I should change the name of the channel for ages and ages because she's just been more and more minimal, and I never insist. If she doesn't want to be on camera, I would never insist. I always ask her, and if she says yes, then I'm like, yeah, okay. And if she says, you know, I just want to do my own thing and have my own privacy, then that's absolutely fine with me. So yeah, that's the way it is. Life. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, do give it a like. It really helps the channel to grow. I so appreciate it. And if you're new here and you'd like to follow more of our story here in South Wales, do hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.